Hello and welcome to my Days of War review. Days of War was released on January 30 this year, although it's been in early access for about 3 years from what I can see. At the time when I'm doing this review, the game costs about 21 euros on Steam and it has some mixed reviews when it comes to people playing Days of War. The devs behind the game are Driven Arts and the publishers are named Graffiti Games. So how does this game plays compare to other World War II titles out there? Well, there are some similarities in some other games in the genre as well. Days of War is pretty fast-paced and the different maps will take you to both Europe, Africa and the Eastern Front. There's 12 maps to play and conquer at the moment, and the game allows up to 32 players, and there's also in-game communication available. I also like that they've added a map editor and Steam Workshop that allows you to make your own custom maps that you can share with your friends. There are 6 soldier classes and they have customizable loadouts related to a class-based progression system, so you can unlock your favorite gun from an arsenal of 60 different weapons. You can also find some sweet taunts and player cards that you can equip to your liking. And for those of you that like to achieve medals and climb the leaderboards, there's Steam achievements, star tracking and social features in the game. Further on, they will also launch a ground war and detonation game mode, which I think is needed since there's only domination available at the moment. The question is that enough? The competition is tough, and when I've been trying out the game so far, there aren't a huge amount of players to be found in the servers. Hopefully they will be able to get at least a small but loyal player base in order to survive. So is the game fun to play? Yes and no if you ask me. You've heard me already been mentioning things that I like about the game, and that also goes for most of the maps I've been playing so far regarding map design, which, as you may know, is such an important factor in a multiplayer game. On the downside, I've sometimes experienced as if the shots aren't registering that well playing as a sniper, even though they're using dedicated servers. Not sure if that was temporary due to that specific match or on server. The graphics are Unreal Engine decent, but the audio could have been better overall in my opinion. Days of War is for me a mix of both an arcadish and hardcore World War II shooter. With that said, I then have to mention another arcade World War II shooter that I have played and reviewed, which is Battalion 1944, that I believe plays better as an arcade shooter than Days of War. Or why not the old Valve World War II shooter Days of Defeat, or actually Day of Defeat, that's the correct title, that a lot of gamers have forgotten or not even played. And for a more hardcore experience, I want to mention a game such as Red Orchestra. So with that said, Days of War gets a bit in the middle of similar titles, and for me that's why it won't be my to-go-to choice if I want to play a World War II shooter. However, if you are a World War II shooter fan and have the money for it, Days of War can be a good addition into your Steam library. Days of War therefore gets 3 stars out of 5, and I hope, as I said before, that the game will continue to be taken care of for the players out there that are investing their time and money into the game. Thanks a lot for checking out my review, and game on. Bye bye.